And George Adu Jr. is the man with all the latest on sports updates. George, good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good. I was going to do KR, but I remember it's a radio thing, so no problems at all. But what a weekend! What a weekend! A revealing
weekend we had.
Yes, it's. I think it was such a revealing weekend for sports fans. Chelsea fans are still worried about their team. What we can see that Chelsea game
with good reason.
With good reason. Yeah. We can see that Chelsea-Tottenham game. Chelsea lost by 3-1 at the Stamford Bridge. That's a huge result.
How did that even happen? That's so good.
No, it shouldn't have come. It shouldn't really have come as a surprise to any Chelsea fan, with due respect, because Tottenham was playing very well.
Okay.
And the defending at Chelsea has been very shambolic of late. You look at the kind of goals they conceded, and they're clearly not there. You're looking again, the bigger question was, will Chelsea win this? Can Chelsea make it to the Champions League next season? That was even the bigger question going into all of this. I thought Spurs came up and answered the question. It was very important that they got the win here. Over 28 years, they hadn't won at the Stamford Bridge, and they got this Dele Alli getting a brace to take it through. The bigger question is, what did Chelsea do with the transfer market when they had the opportunity?
Exactly, and you notice, which is the heart of the problem. You notice Costa left.
Yes, but Costa leaving was directly a problem of Antonio Conte. We understand that. Put on the back.
But he left anyway. But he left anyway.
So replacement.
The point is he left anyway.
Yeah.
Batshuayi left.
So
Batshuayi is scoring.
Yes, scoring goals. He is.
And Giroud came in. For me, that was the faux pas. And
that's the point where Antonio Conte feels very frustrated with all of this, because look at the buys that came in. Really, you talk about Olivier Giroud from Arsenal, really, to Chelsea.
Really? What was he doing at Arsenal?
Ross Barkley from Everton to Chelsea. You talk about Palmieri Emerson from the player who had been, so much on injury. He's been on injury for such a long time, and he comes to Chelsea. You don't see what's happening. Drink water. All the players that actually came into Chelsea are wondering how this is going to work out. So Antonio Conte, we're not sure if he's going to be there next season. Looks like he probably wants to go, but there's a bigger one. Man City,
and he's quite temperamental with his issues this season.
You feel at this point,
Jose Mourinho.
Yes, and you feel at this point he wants the team to even lose games by 8 and 10, but the board to know they didn't do a good job. He looks quite satisfied on the touchline when these things happen, and he's trying to make the point. You see the players he got? That's the football you get. Play. We'll do our best if we can. He's an Italian after all. He might not be at Stamford Bridge next season, but let's see how Chelsea will put themselves together. It looks like Europa League Thursday night football returns to Stamford Bridge.
It's so tiring to watch Thursday night football.
Unless there's a miracle. I understand where you're coming from. Let's touch on a few things. Of course, we saw Liverpool beating Crystal Palace by 2-1. Very important win as they prepare for their Champions League game against Man City on Wednesday.
Which is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. I expect you to get a very good first leg result playing at Anfield, knowing what Anfield has been all these years.
I think that Liverpool can do it at Anfield, but
I'm stressing. That's what I'm stressing. I'm stressing a good result.
Yeah, I'm a bit iffy about the entire semi-final.
That's the point, because when I stress a good result, do not concede goals. If you score 4, you concede 2, you're in big trouble. It's Champions League football.
No, but you see, there's Mignolet in the
so you are going to concede.
It's Mignolet.
It's Mignolet.
And
Lovren.
No, Van Dijk, please.
Van Dijk. But I look at okay, well you got Alexander-Arnold, you've got Van Dijk, okay, you've got Lovren, you've got Robertson.
No, not Lovren.
What the players trying to some Matip comes in or whatever. However you go about it, the chess game, Liverpool are vulnerable at the back, aren't they?
We are, and Manchester City is such a strong team when it comes to attacking.
Play very good football.
They play very good football. So that's the kind of thing. But what I really do expect is that Mo Salah would be able to pull a few back.
He'll pull a few back, but
be able to pull a few
you need the result. That's where you're conceding things.
But George, speaking of the Champions League game, there'll be live commentary
on Joy 99.7 FM. We're hitting it big. Starting tomorrow, there's Real Madrid Juventus commentary. Yes, Real Madrid managed to win. They eased out. They allowed the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo to relax in this. Gareth Bale took it over. They got a win. So that's going to be live commentary there for you. And on Wednesday, we'll do Liverpool vs Man City. You cannot miss any of these. But can we talk about the Manchester side?
And of course, if you love the Deadline Day special with George and Gary,
we're
taking
it to another level. We're taking it to another level. I'll be on with Gary Smith, obviously. We need to talk about Manchester City. That was an inspired win that sends them or puts them within just a game within a game of winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
Now, they play Manchester United the next game, and Manchester United fans are really worried about allowing Man City to beat them to take the title. Anyway, Manchester United fans, I have a better question for you to ponder. Man City play at home, and they might win this. Even if they don't win this game, they will win the Premier League.
Exactly.
So can we try to answer the question here? Is Jose Mourinho truly the man to ensure there is a bridging of the gap between Man City and Manchester United next season? That's what you're looking at.
In the first place, why are we talking about a gap between Man City and Man
There is a huge gap.
No. There is.
I think Liverpool is even in that gap, not Manchester United.
Thank you. There is. I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm saying that why has that come up as a point for discussion now?
Oh, it is the man.
I mean, look at the Man City and Man U that we came back from.
I mean,
remember when we were talking about the most decorated club in England is facing Man City?
Yes,
Remember those days I used to talk about?
Yeah.
Now, Pep Guardiola has
made this similar.
We have had a series of terrible coaches. At Man U, you're still looking for a coach.
Okay, so point is, do you think Mourinho should be there?
No!
You have to sack Mourinho?
Definitely no. Mourinho's philosophy never fit with Man U to begin with.
That's really big. Because Jose Mourinho has a lot to think about here. Now, it's not only about the results. If we talk about results, they have improved. The question is, the style of football.
By what margin?
Yeah, but they've improved. But the style of
football.
By what margin? The style of football of Manchester City is really, really so good to the eye. And you look at Manchester City, you want to put Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and leave for Manchester United in terms of style. So they need a massive change in it.
Let's be fair to Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho has never really gone for style. And you see, that was one of the problems that he had going into Man U in the first place. Yeah, because Man U has always had, your Cristiano Ronaldo, your David Beckham, your Eric Cantona. They've always had those kind of players that play football you like to see.
Yeah, but now they're not playing the football.
No, it's okay. And now they're not getting the results either.
It's easier, but as a Liverpool fan, just ripping into Manchester United.
Chelsea fans smarting from his 3-1.
Yeah, but the other part, Barcelona was good. Well, some said without Messi, Barcelona didn't look like a good team. Well, I don't know what you think about. They're just warming up. That's why Messi came on and got the goals, and
that's why
they got a 2-2 draw.
George, it's time for us to go for JoyNews Interactive for Sina Safo.
Oh, Interactive,
on with Sports Interactive. But thank you very much, George Addo Jr., for bringing us the Sports News Desk. And this is where we wrap up today's bulletin of News Desk. I'll be back at midday to bring you JoyNews today. Stay with us.